right, you guys. So one thing that I'm sure a lot of you probably wonder, and I've wondered this too, like you ever walk into a hotel, and I'm not talking about just a Motel 6 or Howard Johnson's, I think those are still around. I'm talking about a Four Seasons hotel. I don't know, another fancy hotel, I don't know. The one I really comes to mind is Four Seasons, and I've been to Four Seasons quite a few times. And when you walk into the lobby, it just smells wonderful. And you're like, wow, what if I could get that smell captured into my home? Well, let me tell you. Scentify. So they sent this to me. Now, as you can see, here's the diffuser. We'll talk about the scents. I've used one personally. I've used Bliss a lot. I think it would be probably best from the living room, especially when you got guests coming over. That's what Scentify has. Now, this thing is really easy to use. Now, what was cool is it came with 5 scents, but the 6th one was already in there, which I didn't realize, which was Bliss. Now, I'll go into the scent a little bit as well. Now, I've been using this a lot, and I don't know if you could really see it. There's hardly a dent being made in that. So, and I've used it for like about a month straight. So that's a cool thing. You just pop it in. Now, one thing you want to make sure is you don't tilt this or anything because it will spill out. It's just best to keep it upright. And there's different modes. It'll set there. You can have different modes. You could set it up every 15 seconds, or it'll do it. And then there's a pause time. You could set it for 285 seconds, which is what I did because, I like the blast and then wait and then another blast and then wait, another blast. The crazy thing was, and I didn't even know. I mean, like I said, I can smell it. When you come in and out of the room, you can definitely pick it up. Because like I said, I have this in my room. The crazy thing was I had a neighbor the other day, because we have neighbors upstairs, and we're like, they said that every time they walk by my window, they get this amazing smell. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, I'm not spraying colognes like out the window. And it did, and then it dawned on me, and I was like, wait a minute, what you're talking about is Scentify. So I sent her the link. Don't know if she got it or not, but she was really intrigued because she's just like, your room smells amazing because every time I walk by, I just get this blast of scent, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Now, like I said, the one I have in here is Bliss. What I pick up in there, some citrus notes, there's some eucalyptus, there's some floral aspects as well. There's, I think, musky notes in there as well, but that's what just primarily I pick up. And that's what my neighbor was saying. She picks up mostly like, kind of like a citrus smell with, she said with something else. She couldn't figure it out what. But guys, this is just absolutely phenomenal. I think it's great, like I said, because especially if you have parties and stuff and you got a lot of people in the room, sometimes just, it could be too much odors or something, or if you have pets, I think it's a great way to just kind of mask the smell. Now, they have some other scents, Fiji, Miami, Bali, Noir, and Oceania. Now, again, each smell is captured from a different hotel. Now, the one I have, Bliss, is supposed to be Bulgari Hotel, which I didn't even know was a hotel. But, I mean, again, I'm not a traveling worldwide person, so I don't go to, like, a bunch of hotels. I'm really just familiar with Four Seasons. Primarily, that's what I've smelled. So I don't know if any of these are in the Four Seasons. It'd be cool if it is. So, guys, I'm telling you, it's a great thing. Fairly inexpensive as well. And, like I said, it gives your room or your house that beautiful smell. And like I said, they have many scents to choose from. Guys, I would check it out. This is Scentify. It's, I think, Scentify NYC. And have your room smelling as good as mine. Jufro! Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite designer houses. This fragrance right here, he has many masterpieces. I mean, there's just so many to count from in his collection. I absolutely love it. I know some people say they think it's overpriced. I don't personally think that. I love Tom Ford. That's what we're talking about today. Tom Ford. The masterpiece I'm going to be talking about today is one that went away from the private line and is now in, I don't know, it's called a regular line or something. There's a few of these fragrances. Well, one in particular, and the one I'll be talking about today, is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. Yes, guys, this is a great leather fragrance. Let me tell you. So what do I get when I smell this? Well, obviously you pick up leather, hence it's in the name. Also pick up some patchouli in there, some floral nuances as well. To me, this is best suited for the cooler weather. Fall, winter, I think even spring, if it's still, cool, I think that's a great way to do it. Daytime I don't think would be too bad, but I think this is best suited for evening wear. Now, the settings, I personally think the best settings for this fragrance, if you're out at a bar, you're going out. This is something I can see like a guy in a motorcycle with or a leather jacket, you know, driving. This is like he pulls up next to the bar or a restaurant and gets out with his leather jacket. This is a fragrance I can envision this person wearing. Like I said, it's just a great fragrance. It's something I think, like I said, best suited for going out. Now, I've heard people get crazy longevity on their skin with this. I really don't get more than 8 hours. I've tried it multiple times. I just get 8 hours. And as far as projecting, not a really heavy projecting fragrance on my skin. Now again, I've read contrary people get insane performance, 10 plus hours. It projects crazy off their skin. But you know, of course, skin chemistry is a thing. And it just, yeah, doesn't work on my skin as well as I wish it did, you know? But nonetheless, 8 hours I think is still great. So there's that. And guys saying all that, it gets a 5 fro rating. Guys, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't know if people will agree with this, and maybe you can tell me in the comments as well. I personally like this more than Tuscan Leather. I still love Tuscan Leather, still a masterpiece. I just think this is a little bit more toned down, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something heavier about Tuscan Leather where I feel like it's at least brought down a little bit with it. Are there similarities there? Yeah, there's some similarities there. I'm not gonna say it's like, oh my God, these are exactly the same. No, they're not. There's some similarities there, but I personally prefer Ombre Leather more. Now, I'm curious, what do you guys think? Now, also there's the new Parfum version, which to me, it smells a little bit more, I can't say this isn't refined, but a little bit like smoother. I think it's been a little bit smoothed out. So I feel like if you have one, you don't need the other one. So really in that aspect, now does the perfume last a little bit longer? Yes, it does last a little bit longer on my skin. I think it was like over 10 hours, but same thing projection wise, it didn't project crazy off of my skin. Now, like I said, if you have one, you don't need the other one. So it's just up to you at that point. Do you want the Parfum or do you want the Eau de Parfum? The Eau de Parfum is cheaper, obviously. But like I said, I think you still get the great smell, still get the leather if that's what you're looking for, still get good performance. I mean, like I said, I'm in the minority with the ones that get just 8 hours flat. But I'm curious in the comments what you guys think. Can let me know. And as always, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. We do more of these videos for you, and hit that bell because it gives you notifications when the next Jufro YouTube video is dropping. All right, y'all. Jufro!